If you're at this point in the course, you should have everything that you need to start bringing customers into your sales pipeline and hopefully start scheduling some sales calls and converting them. You should have a lead magnet that is solving the specific problem that your unique customer has. And you should already have a community of people who are actively engaged in the content that you're pushing and are interested in the solutions that you're offering. And so, just as a recap, you remember we're using content to drive our audience, our community, okay? And then once we have people who are following us, who are taking part in our community, we're pushing them to a lead magnet, which is ultimately going to push them into Messenger. Now, phase one of this process is rather than sending them from Messenger to your VSL, instead we skip the VSL. We do all the pre-qualification inside of chat, and we schedule the sales call directly. This is the short form funnel. This is what we're going to use to validate our offer, to make sure that we're actually able to close deals and get some quick wins into our new coaching business. Then once we're at scale, depending upon what your goals are and your desire to hire more people, which we can talk about at another time, usually around about 50K a month, you'll start transitioning from sending people directly from Messenger to a sales call to a VSL style application funnel, okay? So let's get to talking about this Messenger process. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a two-step post. This is typically going to be a video, and this reel is going to do a few things. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to qualify your lead by calling them out through their major pain points. The second thing it's going to do is it's going to talk a little bit about the solution that you can offer. The third thing it's going to do is give you an opportunity to speak a little bit about why you're qualified to solve that problem. And then the fourth thing it's going to do is it's going to offer your lead magnet as a resource to solve that problem for them. This is going to be an opportunity for you to build a relationship with somebody who's in your community and hopefully open a conversation in Messenger. Typically, the way that you'll do this is one of two ways. Like I said, with a reel, where you'll have some type of call to action. Comment the word XYZ, and I'll send you lead magnet, right? Or what you can do is with a static post, which is very common. You guys probably see these all the time on Facebook and Instagram. They'll say, I just finished writing a insert solution for people with this problem. Comment the word XYZ and I'll send it to you. And then you comment, and next thing you know, the guy's in your inbox. This is called a two-step post. You can do it with static, you can do it with video. The reason why you want to try to use video is pretty straightforward. It's because later on, when we start running these as ads, we want to be able to retarget the people who watched that video based upon the amount of time they spent watching it. Where if I have a static post, I can't get that data because it's just an image. So this gives me more people to retarget and a better audience to work from when it comes to running ads. So start with the video. What I'll do is in the description of this course, I'll include a couple of templates for scripts that you can write for this video. It's pretty straightforward, okay? Once you have that video going, you put it on your feed, you put it in your community, people are commenting. This is an invitation for you to open a Messenger conversation. We want to do a couple things here. Obviously, the first thing is we want to actually deliver the promise, which is the lead magnet. But before we do that, we want to collect their email address. The reason why we want to collect their email address is because we want to email the lead magnet to them, which is then going to add them to a nurture campaign where they're going to get a series of emails over the next 7 days or so, indoctrinating them to your systems, your processes, and how you do business. So you can hopefully schedule a call. We're also going to move that conversation towards a appointment setting conversation. So to kind of recap here, we do the post, they raise their hand, they say, yes, I want the lead magnet. We slide into their DMs. Hey, I saw your comment. Did you say you wanted this resource? Yes, I did. Okay, what's a good email for me to send it to? Here's my email. Awesome. I'm going to send that over. Then you immediately transition the conversation. So by the way, you're looking for help getting in shape. Is that right? Boom. They say yes. Awesome. At that point, that's where you take off with the appointment setting framework. There's a whole other module where I'll walk through that for you. Eventually, when you get to the end of the appointment setting framework, you should have pre-qualified them. You should know if they're a good fit for your coaching, and you should be either A, working to push them to your VSL application funnel, or B, schedule the sales call right in the conversation. But the thing you need to understand about the appointment setting process first is they're not always going to be super responsive. So number one, you need to be genuine about the process and have a legitimate desire to actually help them. And number two, you need to make sure you have automated and systemized follow-ups where you're checking back in with them every so often if they don't respond or the conversation dies. Once you get them to the point where they agree that they're interested in your coaching and they'd like to move forward, if you're at scale and you're at the VSL application funnel, what you'd do is you'd send them to the landing page, and we're actually going to use the application to segment your audience with a financial qualifier. The guys that say, yes, they're financially qualified, boom, they'll get onto a call. The guys that aren't financially qualified, they're going to get sent a low ticket offer. The goal here is to use the low ticket offer to liquidate your ad spend so that your clients are free. If you're not at scale and you don't have that low ticket offer, most people don't, you're just going to book the sales call. At that point, you should have automated reminders that are getting sent by email and text to remind them to get onto the call. And you also should have some type of automation set up for people who no-show calls or don't close on those calls. And then ideally, the goal here is to close those people as clients. Now, I'm walking through this process with you because you can understand that there's a couple different ways that you can go about doing this. The hard way is, oh shit, somebody commented on my post. Let me tap their profile and DM them. Hey, I saw your comment. Were you interested? And you collect all that information manually. Then when you schedule the call, you're actually manually scheduling the time with them in Zoom or however you do it. And you're going through this process and you're the one doing all the clicks. This is 100% viable. If you are brand new to this and you don't have any clients or you don't know how to automate those processes, that method works, don't get me wrong. But when you start talking about hundreds of leads, thousands of leads per month, it's just not realistic to operate like that at scale. So eventually what you're going to want to do is get to a point where you can actually automate a lot of this. And that's where Go High Level and ManyChat come in. And let me kind of show you what that looks like. So the first tool that I want to talk about, it's called ManyChat. And this is a pretty awesome tool that I've been using for quite some time. And just to kind of give you an example of what this does is what I've done is I've basically set up an automation that's connected to my Facebook and my Instagram, where if they comment a certain word on one of my posts, or they send me a specific word in my DMs, it will automatically add them to this automation. So ManyChat will see that comment on a post, and it'll immediately reach out to them automatically and say, hey, I see you're interested in my resource. Click this button. Cool, what's your email? Now it takes their email address. If they don't send the email, we just send them the resource because they're being stingy with it, which is fine. If they do, then it sends them the resource anyway, fires off a zap using a tool called Zapier, which I can show you, zapier.com, which I can help you build that as well, where it adds them to the email automation inside of Go High Level. And then it checks to see if they've already been a lead before. And if they have, then it ends the automation. If they have not been a lead before, then it does that follow-up message. So all of the heavy lifting is done for you. This is going to save you a ton of time. All of this is automated for you. Then, if we have Zapier set up, what it'll do is it'll then go into your Go High Level automation, and it's going to add them to the email sequence that's appropriate for where they're at. So in this case, you see I already have a nurturing sequence pre-made. I have a lead magnet automation pre-made. All this stuff is pre-made for you. So when they get the lead magnet, boom, it's automatically going to send them the delivery email. And the way I've written this out in this Go High Level template, all of these are prompts for ChatGPT. So basically what that means is all I have to do is give it the context on the lead magnet, my business, which you paste your offer creation worksheet, everything that we've built up to this point into ChatGPT. I've already got all the prompts pre-written for you. And then all you have to do is go in when you're ready to type these emails and copy this prompt, boom, and put it into ChatGPT, and it will spit out the email that will go to your customers automatically. So it's writing these emails for you. So these templates are all built for you. So when they ask for the email, it goes through ManyChat, they get added to GHL, right? You can kind of see how this is valuable. We have a nurturing sequence that they get added to, so it'll automatically push them to your core offer. And these are all automated. When they book calls on your calendar, so it includes a calendar here. When they book calls on your calendar, it will automatically send them reminders via email and text. And all of this is built out for you and pre-done. All of your landing pages for your VSL, all of the landing pages for your lead magnet funnel, these are all pre-built, and every single one of them has ChatGPT prompts built into it to write these landing pages for you. So look, boom. All you have to do is just do the color schemes, pimp the page out, make it look professional, put your brand colors and your logos on there, and you're done. So this is going to save you a ton of time. Now, again, you don't need these landing pages. You don't need these automations. You don't need Zapier. You don't need ManyChat. These are all just automating tools that streamline this process for you to make it easier, so that when you do start operating at scale and running ads, you're not glued to your phone having hundreds of DM conversations per day. What I've also done in my own business is the appointment setting process is done by an AI that I wrote, which we can give you access to at another time. So now basically all I do is I just wake up in the morning and check my calendar to see what sales calls I have for the day, close my deals, push my deals to the coaching staff that I have hired, and that's my job. I run the marketing, I run the ads, I close the deals. Everything else is automated, it's done for me, and it works pretty seamlessly, and we operate at 7 figures per year with this framework. So if you want ManyChat, what I have is I have the templates for the lead magnet that I'll give you, and I also have a link that you can click below this video that's going to give you your first month for free. So make sure you use that. It's an affiliate link. Obviously, I'm going to get money for it, but you do get the benefit of having that first month free. In addition to that, I have my own Go High Level. If you want to go to gohighlevel.com and sign up yourself, it's $97 a month. You're going to get an empty CRM. None of the templates are going to be there. None of the automations are going to be there. None of the landing pages are going to be there. It's going to be completely on you to build all that. If you want to sign up through me instead of them, you get access to all of my templates, all of my ChatGPT prompts, all of my frameworks, all of my landing pages, and you get support from me if you have questions on how to build your funnel and pimp everything out. So you'll see that link down there. I call my version Blueprint Automation Suite. All you have to do is sign up for that. It's the same exact price. So the only difference is if you use my version, you get all my templates. And then anytime I make more stuff available, that will also become available to you. Like if I make any changes, updates, release something new, whatever the case may be, you'll get consistent and ongoing access to that support as well. So this is the process on how the funnel works. The next part of this course moving forward is going to be how to build all this. Okay, so again, you don't need to move forward in this course. Everything that you have up to this point, you can immediately start posting, getting clients. But the next step is to start building the ManyChat automations, to build the GHL layout, your Go High Level. It's to start setting up ads and running those when you have a little bit of money budgeted aside to do that, and then really work towards automating this process so that you have a system built into your business that is less manual, chatting back and forth with people all day, and more automated where you're just focused on fulfillment and sales. So again, from the next module forward, we're going to be focused on building landing pages. We're going to be focused on setting up GHL and doing all that stuff, setting up your ads. But if you're not ready for that, stop and go get to work with your customer acquisition. All right.